Hello everyone, Lord.agion here with another Grey Goo Replay. So on the top side we have the orangish color, we have Pepe. So on the bottom side, as a red human player, we have Spikemonchi. Spikemonchi. Hopefully I'm getting the names better. Right now it's currently just a little bit past the 5-minute mark. Nothing just about other than the two scouts shooting off at each other, nothing else happened. Both sides are doing an eco game, and looks like both sides are starting to pick away at their own rocks, trying to extend their conduit line out towards the center to perhaps contest this center area. No technologies yet. The northern player is going for a lot of tridents versus Revolver and Gladys. Looks like a lot of air pads actually coming down. Looks like 6, perhaps bombers or maybe even scythes, scimitars or scythes. And more air pads come down. Looks like it's going to be some mirror builds. 6 refinery, 2, 6 refinery. This is a very mirror build. Other than the primary unit composition, we got revolvers and Gladys versus a lot of tridents. A lot of tridents will probably win out in the end because there's just a lot more of them. Note that the northern player is going for repair pads for his aircraft and repair subroutines. Looks like he wants his stuff repaired. His military is also a bit larger. Do we see bomber craft or will we see fighter craft? That is a big question. Seeing that he's not going for scythe repair or scythe ammo, perhaps it will be bomber craft. Nope, it will be scythes, not scimitars, so we will be seeing fighter craft. Which I suppose it's also repair pads on your for your air units is very helpful just to buff out any scratches they sustain from any longbows. Looks like the southern player has sustained a refinery on the front line, the front conduit line. And more tridents coming in. Oh, we do actually see some Gladys though. We do have scythes for the southern player. He's actually sniping away some harvesters. Though it looks like he needs 4 bombs. That was a bit overkill there. There's still one more bomb left. Fires and hits a trident. But the repair subroutines should repair it shortly. If it's actually researched all the way. Never mind. Not shortly. Within a minute 30. It may be fully repaired. So we may see some fighter craft wars, like actual air-to-air combat. It's very unusual for Grey Goo. Looks like the southern player is trying to push forward with his large number of Gladys. He probably should invest a bit more in revolvers to deal with the Gladys. This extractor is starting to go down. Scythes are doing a massive amount of splash damage. A lot of tridents just went down, but fighter crafts are engaging fighter craft. One of the fighter craft does go down. This is the southern players, this is the northern players. The entire force of tridents was cleaned up because they don't have any weapon penetration. This force of Gladys may be making its way into the base. More tridents are the follow-up. Looks like he's going to mix in tridents and revolvers. A good idea. Repair pads are almost complete. Down. Oh yeah. Whenever there's new researching upgrades, always screws up whether it is upgrading or not. We are going to see some dagger stealth, and we are going to see ground attack longbows. Two more Gladys just went down. A lot of them just went down that burst, and they're all down in that group. That was a massive blow with these aircraft. Additional glass are coming in to harass more economy. Note that he has sustained additional extractor this entire time. Looks like he's going to send his entire force to deal with these glass. It's a little bit too late. He lost both his extractors. We got fighter craft on patrol. His aircraft are all at full health. Repair pads are done. Repair subroutines is done. And I'm not sure when these will be done because I think they started later than the repair pads of his opponent. This menu gets very glitched up when multiple people start researching at once, which can happen in pretty much every single game. Looks like he's going to push forward some anti-heavy sentinels. It's probably a good idea, but going to need some units to support it. 3 anti-heavy sentinels will not be enough to withstand against all of these tridents. Though they do have armor 6 and tridents do have a weapon of 7, so they will only do 1 damage, but they only have... Oh, I suppose that number of tridents will actually rip apart us, even with that little damage. The anti-air sentinel is being focused on. The anti-air sentinel is down. Scythes will come in and do some damage, but you have to be careful of splash damage on your scythes. Scythes are engaging scythes. As you can see, the splash damage was far superior for the northern player, but now the one scythe left got additional splash damage, sinking and blowing up additional aircraft. We got more glass coming along the left flank. Looks like they are on attack move, not a move order. And that harvester did blow up, dealing some damage to this glass. It did 100 damage minus the 3 armor. Additional scythes are coming forward, dealing just a little bit damage. There's only one of them right there. But these gladiators are now going to destroy more and more economy of the northern player. He should probably send his scythes over to respond. Southern player has sustained a lot more ground, though overall I would say the engagements favored the northern player. Scythes fired off the payload against the group, but now they're going to have to return for ammo. But they're returning to ammo very close to his enemy. He lifts off his aircraft. He's aiming for the conduit wire to depower the area. Though he did depower it, though there's still power maintained through the refinery, but he does snipe this one. All this area is now unpowered. He needs to get that conduit wire back up. He should probably double it up at this moment. He's moving his air pads to make the conduit connection themselves, and now this force is being cleaned up. Aircraft are landing to rearm, refuel. No more extractors are going down. He's only on 2 extractors. This is a bit of a crisis for him. Though there are still these 2 extractors that I'm not exactly sure how long they've been refining, but I don't see any harvesters, so they haven't been set up for too long. Scythes are coming forward. They are at half ammo. Fire volley, get a couple units. Fire additional, get some more units. Just free pick-me-ups here and there. We haven't seen any longbows just yet, and he's upgraded the longbow tech. But then again, his economy is in very poor condition. Anti-heavy sentinels are moving forward. Additional force over here is engaging, but there are scythes here full on ammo. Does take out a couple gladiators there. And almost all the force there is destroyed, and this force can more than contend with that. But once again, his economy is being harassed and destroyed. More scythes are coming forward, just hitting well, hitting the harvesters but not actually killing them. And you gotta be careful, they're all bunched up and he loses all the scythes at once. He needs to order attack move onto these ground units just to bombard them and then have them refuel. Rearm, refuel. But more and more revolvers coming in. They're going to snipe another conduit wire, depowering everything in this area. He's taking off and going to expend all of his bombs in the area. With this amount of harassment on his base, maybe he should invest into some walls. No, one of the refineries does not have an extractor attached to it. His opponent keeps on sending in aircraft, constantly harassing his conduit wire, but he did destroy those aircraft before they can take out any more conduit wire. But more and more reinforcements are streaming in for the southern player. These sides should just attack, move, and just lose the rest of their ammo. Note this refining area is low on catalyst. He needs to expand back out here. He does have... Oh wait, he had the alpha completely done. I didn't realize it was completely done. This may change the course of battle. His entire ground force is null and void. Does he have a alpha building of his own? No, he does not. He does not have any proper prerequisite buildings to do it so. This alpha may spell GG for the northern player, but this force over here could just send one final hurrah. He has waypoint moved them. As you can see, he queued up a series of moves, a series of attack moves, in fact. But they're being streamed into his opponent, which is not very optimal. Scythes coming in to respawn. How much damage can they do before they run out of ammo? This force here is attacking. These sides have not been issued an attack move. They're just signed a move order. A lot of these gliders did go down. Attack move. His entire force, it just has one unit left and it can be more than dealt with. Additional force over here. He's just going to try to hit the base. He cannot contend with the alpha without an alpha of his own or with a lot of aircraft. Which I think the alpha can actually hit. That big pulse thing can hit aircraft. I'm not exactly sure if I think that big pulse can hit aircraft. I would assume so. Scythes need to get back in the air and start attacking. One of the Scythes are actually about to be destroyed on the ground by the lone revolver that he missed. He has only 3 Scythes left. They can do a lot of damage with their splash damage, as you can see here, but they only have a limited amount of ammo. The Alpha here, he's depowered everything in the local area. I think this is now GG. He's going to aim straight for the core, depower everything, because that is the power source. Though his opponent is actually engaging, it's going to be a base race scenario. It can be very close. Everything's depowered here. There's no more aircraft refueling, rearming. Here comes a giant pulse, dealing 100 damage to nearby units. It's still too hard to close to tell whether who will win or who will lose. He's actually going to pull back with the other units and going to have the Alpha just maintain the assault while the rest of his units going back in. He is actually concerned that this actually might lose him the game, this force. The aircraft are on the ground, they just have no way of rearming without power. Only one of the refineries are refining. That's something else to note. Now none of them are refining. The Alpha is going to pull back and deal with the force at his base. He's very close in losing. He's lost a lot of structures. He lost a lot of infrastructure. And now probably it's just sounding like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again. Structure, infrastructure. More and more glass are streaming in. His base is actually have rebuilt. He needs to stop building and start oh, he is repowering this. It will enable him to get his 3 extractors back online. Some economy is better than none, but the Alpha's coming back. He's going to finish the job on the core. His force that he sent back up here was destroyed. It's now a very, very close base race. He looks like he's just going to destroy the core and head back home. The Alpha has sustained almost 700 damage. But his base, he lost all refineries. His only military units left are the Alpha and these 2 scythes. And a monitor way over here. Not a monitor. Oh, it is a monitor. What's... Stratus is the beta one. Yeah, now I remember. I keep on calling them both monitors. He's about to lose the last structure. The Alpha's trying to come back home, but it looks like it is going to be too late. And this is the end of the game. He looks like he just sold off the rest of his structures, I think. Because that was actually a bit still full in health. Wow, I never expect him to actually lose the game with an Alpha. That just shows you that there's more than one way to win a game than other than an epic unit. If one's out and you don't have one. This is a very close replay. This is Lord.agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.